the power of knowledge. Once upon a time, in the quaint village of Glenmore, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a young man named Tom. Tom was known for his strength and bravery, often boasting that he feared nothing and no one. However, his confidence was matched only by his ignorance, for Tom believed he knew all there was to know about the world. One day, a mysterious stranger arrived in Glenmore. He was an old, wise hermit named Alden, who had traveled far and wide, gathering knowledge and wisdom. The villagers were fascinated by Alden's tales of distant lands and strange creatures, but Tom dismissed them as mere fantasies. Why should we listen to an old man with wild stories? Tom scoffed. I know this land better than anyone. There is nothing beyond our village worth knowing. Alden, sensing an opportunity to teach Tom a valuable lesson, proposed a challenge. Tom, if you truly know everything, then you should have no trouble completing a simple task. Venture into the dark wood forest and bring back a flower from the fabled silver tree. The silver tree was the stuff of legends, said to grow deep within the dark wood. A place feared by all for its treacherous paths and hidden dangers. Undeterred, Tom accepted the challenge with a smirk, confident that he would prove the old man wrong. Equipped with only his sword and his pride, Tom set out towards the dark wood. As he ventured deeper into the forest, the trees grew thicker and the light dimmer. He soon realized that the paths were not as straightforward as he had imagined. Every step seemed to lead him further into the unknown. Days turned into weeks, and Tom wandered aimlessly, his arrogance giving way to frustration and fear. He encountered strange creatures and unfamiliar plants, each more bewildering than the last. He tried to use his strength to overcome obstacles, but without knowledge, he found himself at a loss. One evening, as Tom rested by a small brook, he heard a soft voice singing a haunting melody. Following the sound, he came upon a small, glowing figure, an ethereal being known as a fae. The fae looked at Tom with curious eyes and asked, "What brings you to this part of the forest, brave yet foolish human?" Tom, weary and humbled, recounted his tale and the challenge given to him by Alden. The fae listened patiently and then spoke. "You seek the silver tree, yet you know nothing of its nature. To find it, you must first seek knowledge, not with brute force, but with an open heart and mind." With the fae as his guide, Tom learned to observe and understand the forest. He discovered the secrets of the plants and animals and the subtle signs that led him through the dark wood. The journey, once a trial of arrogance, became a path of enlightenment. Finally, after many moons, Tom stood before the silver tree. Its shimmering leaves and radiant flowers were more magnificent than any treasure he had ever imagined. He carefully picked a single flower and thanked the fae for her guidance. When Tom returned to Glenmore, he was not the boastful youth who had left. He approached Alden with the silver flower and bowed deeply. "I have brought the flower, but more importantly, I have learned the limits of my knowledge and the value of wisdom." Alden smiled, seeing the change in Tom. True wisdom begins with the acknowledgement of one's ignorance. "You have grown, Tom, and that is the greatest treasure of all." Tom's evolution from a boastful youth to a wise and humble man illustrates the transformative power of personal growth. His journey not only changes him, but also positively impacts the entire village. Glenmore flourishes under the guidance of the lessons Tom shares, showing that individual enlightenment can lead to collective prosperity. This part of the moral emphasizes that our personal growth can have far-reaching effects, benefiting those around us and fostering a more enlightened and harmonious community. In essence, Tom's story teaches us that true wisdom comes from recognizing our own ignorance, embracing the pursuit of knowledge, and being open to guidance and mentorship. Personal growth, driven by humility and a continuous quest for understanding, can transform not only individuals but also entire communities. The journey towards enlightenment is ongoing, and the lessons we learn along the way can uplift and enrich the lives of those around us. From that day forward, Tom became a seeker of knowledge, sharing his newfound wisdom with the villagers. Glenmore flourished, guided by the lessons learned from Tom's journey. And Tom, once blinded by ignorance, became a beacon of enlightenment, reminding all that the pursuit of wisdom is a lifelong journey.